speaker. If others have a question, you can do it. Otherwise, we have a next speaker from India, Dr. Uh, Akarti Shukla. Doctor is here.
Yes, sir. Am I visible and audible?
Yes. Yeah, sure, doctor. We can see you. We can hear you.
I hope my screen is also visible to you.
Uh, yeah, now your screen is visible for us. Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I would like to Fan and Rokan Institute for giving me opportunity at the very last moment. So thank you so much for giving me this platform, sir. Uh, and I would like to start with my presentation. So my topic for today is policy making and educational reforms. So firstly, when it comes to policy, we need to understand that why policies are implemented or made. So policy is basically a set of principles, rules or guidelines formulated or adopted by an organization or government to achieve long-term goals. So these policies are made to achieve long-term goals, and this is made with the main agenda of inculcating the changes and inculcating any kind of if there is a lack or malfunction or dysfunction in the particular system. So then the government makes the policies. So they are essential for guiding behavior and achieving specific outcomes. Policies can cover a wide range of areas, including education, health, security, and economic development. So particularly, I'll be talking about the educational policies because there is equality, inequality, and the childrens are not promoted and they are still not given the platform for education. So that is the reason I am talking here about the policy. So firstly, importance of educational policies. So I have distributed into four important types, that is enhancing quality of education. So policies must be made for enhancing quality of education. Education reform aims to improve the quality of education, ensuring students receive relevant and effective instructions, addressing inequalities. Reforms help bridge the gap between different socioeconomic groups, providing equal opportunities for all the students. In the poor class segments, the children are not promoted for education. They don't even know the lower countries where the education is deprived for students. They are illiterate and they are not able to progress in evolve. Education system must adapt to prepare students for future challenges. And last is economic growth. A well-educated population drives innovation and economic development. So these are the important segments which I addressed right now. Then the current education landscape, how the education system should actually have, and what are the statistics which we have included is under this. So current state of education, global literacy rate, I have mentioned here that worldwide the global literacy rate for adult is 86%. So 86% is only literate. That is am I audible?
Yes.
Sure, we can see and hear you.
Yes. Global literacy rate. Then the significant disparities exist between the regions. Sub-Saharan African has a literacy rate of approximately 65%, while Central and Eastern Europe rates are over 98%. Then we have the global graduation rates. Primary school completion rates are about 91% globally, and secondary education completion varies with lower rates in low-income countries compared to high-income countries. Then India's literacy rate, as I've also analyzed about the India's education policy, the making of it. So India's literacy rate is, the overall literacy rate in India is around 77%. And there is a gender gap, which male literacy rate at 84.7% and female literacy rate at only 70.3%. And when it comes to the challenges and key issues in the current system, so challenges is again, as I have talked about earlier, it is inequality. Economic disparities lead to unequal access to quality education. Gender inequality persists in many regions, limiting opportunities for girls. Then outdated curriculum, obviously when the system and the syllabus is not being regulated and not being updated, so we keep on studying the old methods only. So there is no new implementation, and students cannot learn the new methods and the current affairs. So that is the also important factor, where outdated curriculum is also responsible for updating of the policies and making of the policies. The quality of education, there is a significant gap in the quality of education between high income and low income countries. Teachers shortage and inadequate training affect the quality of education. Then infrastructure, sometimes some countries have poor infrastructure, and that also is responsible for making of the educational policies. Then there are certain goals of education reforms. When we talk about the goals of education reforms, I have talked and I have inculcated into 5 objectives for the goals of educational reform, that what should be implemented, and this is globally. And when we talk about the objective, the first objective is what? Improving accessibility and equity. So universal access. Universal access ensure all children, regardless of background, having access to quality education, and focus on marginalized groups, including girls, rural communities, and children with disabilities. So these are the major, you can say, the groups which are actually deprived from education through whatever means. So girls are also deprived through educations. Then they have equitable funding, allocate resources fairly to bridge gaps between wealthy and unprivileged school and region. Then inclusive education that promotes inclusive practices that accommodate diverse learning needs and backgrounds. Then the second objective I've talked about, enhances quality of education. So when we talk about the quality of education, it is not just curriculum modernization, but it also updates the curriculars to reflect current knowledge and the skills and societal needs. Integrate critical thinking, problem solving, and digital literacy as well. So teachers, trainings and development, invest in continuous professional development for teachers, implementing mentoring and support system for teachers to enhance instructional quality. Now, when it comes to educational reforms, it is not just restricted only to the children, but also to the teachers. So there must be means and ways how teachers should be equipped to deliver the knowledge to the students. Then learning environment. Improve school infrastructures, college infrastructures, including the classroom, libraries, and laboratories. Ensure access to modern teaching aids and technologies. Then modernize curriculum and teaching methods, which includes skills for the future, incorporating in the 21st century skills such as creativity, collaborations, communications, using social networking methods, and emphasizing in STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, mathematics education. Student-centered learning, promote active learning approaches that engage students in the learning process and use differentiated instruction to cater to diverse learning styles and abilities. Then we have technologies integration, where leverage digital tools and platforms to enhance teaching and learning, and encourage the use of online resources and virtual classrooms. So online resources are also helpful, and for delivering the lectures, and virtual classrooms like this through online platforms using Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams is also helpful somewhere in developing and implementing the knowledge to the students. Then fourth objective I've talked about is strengthening governance and accountability. So policy coherence, ensure alignment of educational policies with national development goals, and foster interministerial collaboration for holistic policy implementation. Then transparency and accountability, where implement robust monitoring and evaluation frameworks, engage communities and stakeholders in accountability process. Now, when we talk about stakeholders, I mean the parents and the teachers and the children's working together for main aim and for the main aim and objective, that is for delivering of the knowledge and getting the knowledge, the current affairs, data-driven decision making, that is utilize data and research to inform policy decisions and educational practices, regularly access educational outcomes and adjust policies as needed. The last objective I've talked about is foster lifelong learning and continuous improvement. So lifelong learning opportunities is definitely very important because there is no particular age for education or learning. You can learn and attain the degrees and education in any age or in any particular, whether you are a minor or a major person. So it encourages lifelong learning through adult education program and continuing education, and support vocational and technical training alignment with labor market needs. And last is culture to continuous improvement. So in this culture to continuous improvement is to promote a culture of ongoing assessment and improvement within the education system and encourage innovation and best practices in teaching and learning. So the learning not only starts in the classroom, but also at home. So there must be an inculcate, it should be inculcated in the home environment itself. Now, developing of the policy framework. What is needed for developing of the policy of educational framework? So SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis, the identification of strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats include the SWOT analysis, which is related to the educational system. So use of SWOT analysis to understand internal capabilities and external challenges of a person. Then SMART goals, having said that, it sets the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives for education policies. Example, increase primary school enrollment by 10% within 5 years, and also the same in the college years. Theory of the change. It defines the desired long-term goals and working benefits to the individuals, and it also maps out the steps and interventions and also innovations which is needed with the growing of the education with time to time. Then logical models. If any kind of relationship must be shown, it should be shown through the resources, through outputs, outcomes. So there must be certain technologies where resource and methods can be used. Then policy roadmap. It creates a detailed action plan of outlining the milestone, timelines, and responsibilities. That is also important. Now, with this, I have mentioned the case studies, which includes the two major countries, which I have included in my research, that is Finland. So I've talked about Finland. Finland is transformed its education system in the 1970s with the focus on equity and quality. The country consistently ranked high in international assessment like PISA. So it has a very good education. We all know that Finland is doing very good with the educational policies and the methods of education. Then key reforms is what they have included is teacher training program. They have included the teacher training programs, which is very rigorous, and teachers are compulsorily, they are mandate to have this training programs. Then curriculum overall, which shift from rote learning to the more flexible student-centered approach, equitable funding, equal allocation of resources to all schools, ensuring that every child has access to quality education. And then is comprehensive school, introduction to comprehensive school system that integrates students from various backgrounds. So what was the outcome? Definitely they have the high literacy rate, and the students are being educated at any point of time. Then significantly reduction in achievement gaps between students of different socio-economic background, and high teacher satisfaction and satisfaction status. That is what they achieved. And next I've taken India. India with the policies. Again, we have developed various educational policy, but the latest educational policy is the National Education Policy, that is NEP 2020. Now, this particular policy is implemented to transform the Indian education system and meet the needs of the 21st century, promote the holistic development, and prepare students for global challenges and opportunity. With this, this particular policy also results into giving the transformation of the education by giving it and setting the bridge between the students and the teachers through online methods as well. And the classroom centered and learning is promoted at any point point of time, the students are given the education from the age of 4 to the age of 16. They are given the education. So there are a lot of things which have been implemented in India. And last is my recommendations and my thoughts when it comes to the direction and policy making in the educational reforms. So with this, I have given the recommendations. That is a holistic approach. There must be a holistic approach. That is, one should adopt a comprehensive approach that integrates various aspects of education reform, from curriculum updates to teacher training and infrastructure improvement. Then stakeholder collaboration, fostering collaboration among teachers, parents, students, governing bodies, NGOs, and private sector to ensure inclusive and effective policy making. Then continuous professional development must be there. That is investing in ongoing professional development for teachers and to keep them updated with the latest teaching methods and technologies. Focus on inequities, that is prioritize policies that address socio-economic, gender and geographic disparities to provide educational opportunities to all the students. Leveraging technology, using of digital tools and platforms to enhance learning experience and expand access to education, particularly in under served areas, like the poverty line, to the person who is actually striving for their basic needs, or who are in the village areas. So they should also be given the use of education and the technologies. Data driven decision making, use robust data collection and analysis to inform policy decisions, monitor progress, and make necessary adjustment. And last but not the least, it is sustainability and scalability, which ensures that education reforms are sustainable and scalable, allowing for long-term impact and adaptability to future challenges. So with this, I conclude with my topic of policy making in educational reforms. So thank you so much to every organizing committee and Irfan sir once again.
Very nice presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Shukla, for your kind presentations. We are really inspired from your kind
Thanks.
presentation. And to be honest, there was a
So
lot of information which we have gained from your presentation, and we hope in future to join you in this sort of valuable presentations. From audience, if you have any questions, Dr. Shukla
Yes,
is
sir. Yes,
here.
sir. One thing.
She will answer. Thank you.
Can
If you
can you,
have any
sir?
question,
Can you hear me, sir?
yeah, sure, we can hear you.
Shukla ma'am.
Yes, sir.
One thing, your presentation is very splendid and truly tremendous. There's no words, but
Thank you.
presentation. So one thing, is a curriculum change necessary? Is a curriculum change necessary as part of modernization? The way the curriculum has changed in Bangladesh witness future generations. I think that. What do you say about this?
Sir, I'm not able to understand your question, sir.
Is a curriculum change necessary as part of modernization?
Yes, sir.
Curriculum change necessary as part of modernization.
Okay. Sir, I feel that the curriculum change is important, and with time, as we are having a lot of progress in the educational field as well. So why not just why one should stick to just classroom and chalkboard system? We need to change and develop with time. So there is a change, and the society is in need of the change, and we are actually living in the 21st era, where we are actually facing a lot of changes, and we have shifted from classroom teaching to the social platform teaching. So that is important, according to me, sir.
Thank you. You are Indian. You know that well about our country, especially
Yes,
Bangladesh. About our country, Bangladesh.
yes.
Bangladesh government has changed the curriculum in textbook.
Okay.
I think that our future generation are very threatness. So if you uh, if you say that, please.
Yes, sir. We actually, our future generation is somewhere very, what we can say is this methods and the what I can use the word as online oriented. They are more into phones and they are more into
Yes, yes.
this particular platform. So I feel that it is important for them to ease them with the latest technologies.
Yes, Ji. Thank you so much for your
Thank,
kind words of the presentation. Thank you.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, Dr. Shukla, for your kind presentation and gave answer to the questions. Thank you,
Thanks. Thanks.
honorable speakers, participants, audience. I'm very thankful to give the valuable time for this event, and we hope and we manage in future as well like this. You will be the guest speakers. Thank you once again. If you have any question, any suggestion regarding to the upcoming events, seminar, conference, webinar, you can give us. Thank you.